It's that time again. Time for another vlog. I really need an intro for this, like a intro like I did for my other ones. All right, let me show you what we're doing. Pick some stuff up on Amazon. We're gonna take on a project today. Very simple one. And if you know what these things are, you probably kind of can guess the project. But in addition to these things, we need some things from Home Depot. So let me give you guys a little bit of background on the project first. You guys remember this couch from the podcast? It usually sits this way, but when it's not sitting that way for a podcast, I tilt it this way, which gives it a good position for anything game-wise. It's kind of like a game room in addition to that. And so what I want to do is make it so I can easily alternate it. And that's what those pads are for, is to help me alternate it. But one thing I didn't mention in the podcast when I first talked about this couch was that one of the reasons why it was so cheap is because it doesn't have legs. So right now it's sitting just on the frame, which normally wouldn't be an issue if it was just sitting here on its own. But because I do plan on alternating the position of it, it does run the risk of damaging the floor, which I don't want to do. So the goal is going to be to put legs on it and then put those sliders on it. The goal is actually to create a very simple style leg that raises the couch off of the ground a very minute amount. Why? I kind of like the height, it doesn't bother me. But another reason is because when the pups want to get in and off of it, it's not high off of the ground and it's not harder on their joints when they have to jump onto this hard floor. So that's the goal. Very simple project. It's kind of up there in the green room. One thing you guys don't know is like, this is the TV that you guys see from that angle. Like this stuff needs to be painted and it's going to be very difficult for me to match this color. And so what I'm thinking about doing is just painting this as an accent wall because I don't plan on putting the TV up anymore. These are like things you can't tell based on the way I set up the cameras for the podcast, but it's just inside info for some of you that want that. Give me a bit. Oh, you fancy, huh? You fancy, huh? You fancy. Look at you. Look at you. That pom-pom butt. Look who came to join us at our happy fun project day thing. Look, it's Ruben. He's driving so I can look like an idiot on camera. Not bad, but how much are we talking about here? Is that the $8 one?
Yeah.
Like that's
everything here is $8.
Why is everything here $8?
Do you have anything less than $8?
Like anything that's gonna be an $8 price. Oh, $4 over here. What is this? Hold on. That's for a separate project, so is the bottom one, so is that one right there. That's all for a separate project, which I'll do in a different video. That is essentially what we're going to use to put together with the rest of these items in order to produce legs for couch.